It's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. Now here's Murray. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Brown. Murray with it. Again, the miss by Murray. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Gordon. Pass to Brown. For three, Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Outside, Porter. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. From outside the arc. A second chance effort. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but great, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman, talking about Damian Lillard. Coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off. Guys?
Thank you, David. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Prince wide open. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Porter. Jokic a screen. Inside. In the corner, Murray with it. Unable to get that one. Good D by Lopez. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And yes, it's good. Giannis has got his second basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Murray outside. Tries the spin move. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the floor.
Here is Lillard. Portis can't get it to go.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's all tied in Denver. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick-out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Portis. Misses off the right iron.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Using his size, Giannis.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Here's Brown. And again, Denver no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis with the slam.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the floor. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Milwaukee.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
You know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does. Outside, Antetokounmpo.
we've got the Boston Celtics facing the Dallas Mavericks. Here we go. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. To the inside, pass to Brown. Back to White. Launches it, and the rebound goes to Dallas. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Irving. The layup misses.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Tatum from long range. Drops in the three.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
And Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stance.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And he drops it first. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And it's the Mavericks ball. It's a three-point game. Down low. Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Right side Tatum. Stolen by Gafford. It's a one-on-one situation. Davis with it. Now guarded by White. Irving looking around. Back to Davis. Shoots over Tatum. Porzingis grabs the board.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
And it's the Mavericks ball. They trail by 3. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with the Mavericks head coach. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Irving for 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point lead. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Irving with it. Now guarded by White. To stop the run. And it's Washington missing. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside White. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Tatum can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Boston leading by 8. Three-pointer, Holiday. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. And no good. The dry spell continues. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Holiday. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Celtics on D. On the wing, Irving. No made baskets yet. On the wing, Irving. He gets it in there.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see you, Kyrie.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Shot clock at 5. And rejected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. "11 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Pritchard. Knocked away. Irving for 3. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, B.A., this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Davis, a screen. 6 on the shot clock. The jump hook. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
When Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Here's Hauser, following the score by Dallas. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gafford the screen. The ball's knocked loose. Craig with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. And it's Shireman missing. Mavericks trail by 5. Pass to Thompson. Outside Irving. To the paint. Here's Davis. Boston pulls it in.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
It's stolen by Irving. And now the Mavs on the run. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Drains the triple. Irving's got 7. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Boston again missing.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Back to Gafford. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Gafford's got his first bucket in this one.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Screen by Horford. Shot clock at 6. Craig, good.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams making some changes here. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Thompson. To the middle. Here's Davis.
Well, make no mistake, Klay Thompson is more than just a shooter and scorer. Nice pass there, guys.
Tatum with a screen. Holiday with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Okay, do it, KP.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Back to Davis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Davis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. Hits a 3-point game. Pass to Thompson. Outside for Davis. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Davis. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Now here's Irving.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both free throws good from Irving.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside Holiday. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Outside White. Porzingis sets a screen. 6 to shoot. From deep range, KP hits it.
When Porzingis is knocking down that three-point shot consistently, it opens up other aspects of his game.
Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Outside for Davis. 5 to shoot.
You've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end. And Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Second chance effort. And Porzingis with the block. Here's Brown. He takes it in. Can't hit from in close. Mavericks trail by 4. Thompson outside. Tipped. Now the Celtics on the move. White, good. White's got 9 points.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to review the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the
Here's Dinwiddie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
Boston leading by 4. Craig with a screen. And he converts the layup. 5 points in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Irving. And the basket is good.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Inside. Here's Craig. Uses the glass on the layup.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
Here's Shireman. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Davis misses.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Pritchard gets it to go.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Lively shot is off. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Pass to Shireman. Craig with a screen. Down low. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to White. Back to Holiday. Here's Porzingis. That three's off the mark. 43 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Davis. They grab their own miss. Back to Lively. Here's Marshall. He's guarded by White. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Lively. Over Holiday. Lively with the bucket.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Boston leading by 7. Outside Porzingis. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
Here's Irving. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Now here's Holiday. Pass to Tatum. The 3-ball. Lively grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Irving. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Yeah, the way Kyrie varies his pace, hard for any defender to guess right.
White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. And the Celtics lead by 8.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Porzingis sets a screen. The kick to Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Irving for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 7. Brown with it. Guarded now by Williams. Tatum looking it over. Plenty of space. And it's Boston scoring again.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
To the paint. Left side Irving. To the middle. Lively. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Holiday from long range. And they get it back. Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Over Gafford. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside Irving. Gafford the screen. Lets it go from 11. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Boston leading by 7. Pass to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Brown, that's good.
Well, that's where you use your athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
Irving for 3 to the left wing. Second chance shot. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
To the inside. Knocks it loose. Kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. JT to the hole. And Davis with the block. Irving for three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got 22 points.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Pass to White. Washington grabs the miss.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Now here's Davis. Washington with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Irving for three. Outside for Davis. Goes back up. Here's Gafford. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
The kick to Tatum. Here's the three. Pure from three-point range.
Well, the high-value corner three-point shot. Jason Tatum makes it easy money right there.
Outside Davis. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And there's the rejection. And he recovers it. So we see the Celtics get the win.